I really enjoyed working with Jonathan Nathaniel on set. He was very positive and I think he had a lot of fun with the role. He's very well dressed. Very well dressed. There were multiple points on set where I was pestering him because I wanted to try on his clothes.
Did he let you?
No, he thought I was joking, but I wasn't joking. I wasn't joking. I think that Odie and Hank are really different people. They're really different, but they're bonded. Sometimes I meet friends who are friends with other people, and I ask myself how they're friends, how these two very different personalities somehow come together. But more often than not, it's the history between them that bonds them. The fact that they've seen so much and that they love each other a lot. Hank's fatal flaw is in part his ambition and his ego and his tunnel vision. So I think one of the challenges for me was going from pure joy and innocence of the beginning of a relationship to all of the memories and all of the gravity of the end of a relationship, or just before the end of a relationship. I would describe Hank and Jerry's relationship as complementary. When initially looking at two people who are so vastly different, who come from very different backgrounds, who've made very different decisions in life, it's kind of hard to go, they're together. They're a couple, they love each other. But I think I can even recognize in myself the desire to be with someone who is not like me, to be with someone who complements me, or who helps me to see the world through different eyes. Hank and Jerry both have qualities that they admire in each other and that they lack. And so in that way, they fulfill each other. A roadblock for Hank and Jerry in their relationship is not being able to see eye to eye on certain things, not being able to fully empathize with the other's experience of life. Or with the other's decisions. I think that Hank sees a lot of innocence in Jerry. Through Jerry's eyes, Hank can see a simpler world. That not to say that Jerry is simple, but there's a difference between something that I can identify with, which is overcomplicating the world around you, and being able to look out the window and see how beautiful and green the trees are. I think people should watch Other Men because it's a really, as far as from what I've seen, it is a really great confluence of artists coming together and succeeding. The way that it's shot beautifully. I think that there is a variety of characters that lots of different people can identify with, whether or not you're gay or straight or trans or bi. It is a story that is just a queer story and doesn't feel the need to stand and be queer, which is not a bad thing, but it's just another level of integration that I think is really important. We're really making it a story of like human heartbreak and human hardship, and also a story of finding oneself, whatever that self might be. What you perceive your place to be in the world is different than what you find it is when you actually get in the moment. Because like any other love story, it starts at the beginning and sees it through. That's universal. That's why romantic movies are made all the time. Everyone can identify with that.